Greetings and welcome to autumn. With the start of autumn, what we're going to do here first is get some things in line and ready to go. There's a lot of resources that we need to take care of. We need to drop some things off in here. I'm going to leave the bags. I have a few things to craft. We're going to be heading to town right away today to get some things done. And the goal will be to switch over some things in our fields so that we can get the rye going. I have a lot of sticks and stone knives sitting around the inventory, so we've crafted a ton of those. We also have this wine bottle that we took from our crazy neighbor who, if I'm being honest, I know that in the game, there's no way that this guy knows that we have it, right? Like, he didn't see me get it, there was nothing that said it, so I clearly don't have anything to think about. But, when it's like, if we were playing this out and we're like, would I really want to take something from a crazy neighbor? And if he saw me do it, and yeah, maybe we should bring that wine bottle back. So we're gonna bring that wine bottle back, and we'll be like, yeah, let's picture it as if we were here, and be like, no, I don't want to have accidentally taken something from crazy neighbor guy, because he probably knows where every single little thing is in his area, every single little detail, down to the finest pebbles. And if he notices that wine bottle missing, oh well, I mean, it went from summer to autumn, so a lot of time frame in there, right? Hopefully he doesn't show up on our door saying, hi, I noticed you have my wine bottle. Yep. So, we did meet our crazy neighbor. We are also looking into 2 different pursuits for romance. And as of the filming of this particular episode, I will not have seen what people said. So, I won't know what the vote is. So I'm just going to continue the romance with both of them, so I can have it risen up for the 2 of them, so we can be at a point where once I see what the vote is, I'll just go with whoever it was when we're at that maxed out rate. So for now, we're just gonna pursue those 2 interests and let it roll, and then go forward from there. Today, it's all about going into town and getting quests done, selling off some things, and buying a bow, since I was looking into whether it was worth buying the schematic for the longbow, which I believe I talked about a few episodes ago. We unlocked it with an upgrade to technology from survival. When I looked at the cost for the schematic for the bow and then how many resources it takes to make it, I kind of wondered whether it was worthwhile. And by the way, here is me just making firewood because I want to be ready for the winter season. Why not? I have a spare moment and I'll do some catch-up stuff here. We're also going to make simple bags so that our farmers are ready to go. They won't start working yet, it's too early in the day, but I do want to start getting them into converting the fields over and harvesting. I'm guessing we're going to need some scythes as well, so we'll double check on that when we go into management, and I'll give some pointers on some of the managing things there. But the bow schematic issue, the schematic costs a lot of money. The bow itself costs a lot of money, resource-wise. And it's resources that I'd rather use for other things that can make me money, rather than cost me just to make one bow. And there's going to be a point where I'm going to unlock a better bow, or a better crossbow. And it got me thinking that it's really not worth unlocking the schematic for the longbow. It's only the next best bow. It's not significantly better. It is better, no question. But why put the money into buying the schematic when I can go into town, probably buy a bow from somebody for pretty close to the schematic cost plus a little bit, which we can work out, and then just move on. And I think that that's the route we're going to do. We'll see what happens with it. We'll see if I regret that choice later. Alright, got to bring that wine bottle back. Ooh, a new level in production. So we'll go here to production. I'm already maxed out for crafting knowledge, and it's tempting to take another knowledge skill, but honestly, I don't find myself doing sewing and cooking enough to justify it. I will definitely take village trance, since that's what we're going to do a lot. And I'm going to take the cooking crafting speed, because that will benefit me over time. I will find my character making things at those workstations here and there. Ah yes, management time. We're going to go to the fields. I pressed N and I'm clicking on my fields. I'm pressing F to get into them. And now these are ready for harvest. Well, I'm going to click on the field icon and click on empty, and I'm going to click on rye and press F, and then I'm going to click and drag and set all of this to rye. And then I'll hit escape and hit F, and I want to get that on rye and be good to go. I'm going to do that with all of my fields. Now, here's the reason. The reason I want to go with rye is I have the resources. I have a ton of rye, right? Like 200 plus. And it can make me money by just being a thing that we grow. Are all of these rye? Let's go with rye. We're going to make all of these rye since we can use that to sell. And right now, nothing is going to be growing in these fields over these next few seasons. I don't plan on growing anything else until spring, and then I'll start growing flax and oat and wheat again. I do not like growing the wheat over the winter since it takes you into further seasons and is not the best, or at least it used to back when I was... I'll have to check and see if that's still the case. This planting wheat was never worth it over these seasons, since all it did was take over a field that you couldn't utilize again. And if you do the rotation of rye and then wheat and all the other items in spring, then you get the most out of the fields. The rye is great in these off seasons because you just plant it, go, and then wonderful. You've got rye seeds to sell or to use for feed and for straw. In the other seasons, you're building your other resources and you're good to go. At the close of the last season, we got close to the end of the day and I was going to do more, but honestly, it wasn't really worth trying to... I was going to try to grab a bunch of things and then go in the cooking hut and just have the season end with me just making things. But what I ended up noticing is that it was so tight to the end of the season that it was just best to let it pass. We can see if any arrows are still out here somewhere. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? And we'll wander back into the swamp to see what we can see. Actually, to return this wine bottle. I do not want our crazy neighbor to think that there's any reason to come after us. Seems peculiar. Let's see here. There's the bridge. There's this area. There's a couple of huts that are worn down. I wonder if I've explored these yet. I'm guessing I have. Guessing I've already been in here many a time. Nope, reeds. Yep, I do believe I've been here before. It's almost like I don't remember so good. I do know that. Not the best memory in the world. Of course I've explored them. Onward we go. Up, 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 and... Whoa. Yes, somewhere... I think it was right around here. Hopefully I'm right. There you go. Boop. Done. Hi, neighbor. What do you do for a living? Huh? You brew potions and stuff? You scare and fascinate me all at the same time.
Have a good
Take care.
day.
Let's get out of here. Onward we go. Back to Paslovia. And we'll end up talking to some people. Villagers-wise, I forgot to change one of our assignments. We have a farmer and we have a barn worker. We are not going to be doing barn working right now. No, no, no. Instead, what I want you working at the farm shed. We need as many farmers as we can get away with. We've got farmer, farmer, farmer. We do not need barn worker. That's good to go. We're going to be low on our... We're going to be low on fertilizer, obviously, and a lot of fields to take care of. And our manure production is not significant, I'll say. It's going to be pretty slow for a while, since we only have, really, two adult pigs and some piglets, right? So we look at them. Yeah, and the piglets are almost at age. They were a deal considering how much they cost. So I'm good. I'm happy with that. They will become producers in no time. As we walk back through, I'm sure we'll encounter some entertaining times with Wysent. Well, I guess I can't guarantee it, but it's possible. They've got my number. See if we end up seeing anything worth taking in the area, or any events that happened on the roadway, things that broke down, or things like that. We'll see. I haven't seen any POIs in this area, so I'm not expecting much from that. It is possible to find little caches of things on the shoreline, but it doesn't look like we're finding anything like that today. Obviously, there's this POI. I'm not expecting there to be anything here, but in the event that it's spawned bandits, then we get to have some bandit fighting. Does not appear so. Let's head on up. There's a beer bottle. Some things. Nothing to note. Just beer bottles. Don't really need them. Onward we go. Now we'll go back and flirt with Alina as we go back into town. check and see what the quests are like in town. Maybe we'll be back out here for rabbits or sky rats. Who knows? I did notice that the Stay Vigilant says look for ways to make the Oxbow a better place. So that dialogue has changed. I'm curious what that's about. There are a lot more people here, which is fantastic.
How can I help
Oh,
you?
hello here. Now, let's see here. How you doing? It's to be felt. What does she think about it? Oh, beautifully said. Love has to be appreciated and heed of the moment, not studied. Ah, awesome. I admire your honesty. She likes that. Alright, how are you doing? Let's try the whole you have to break some eggs to make an omelet. Yep, I don't think I get it. Oh, that's the end of that. Alright, well, we tried. As per usual, we tried. Here's a number of quests that we can do in here. Alright, let's see. Look for some ways to make the Oxbow a better place. I'm guessing that's what we're seeing coming up here. Now, who is going to offer us some of these quest lines? Let's see.
Travelers told me that in the south, people ride on horses.
Alright. Derwin, what do you got?
Hello.
Anything troubling you? Okay, how are things in Paslovia? I'm glad you asked. Do you want any help? I honestly do. There's been a time. It's been busy. The bandit crisis. Ooh, bandit crisis. Shortage of resources from neighbors and it's taking a toll on our town? Okay. Our people require help almost every day. Looking at the notice board and it speaks for itself. No doubt. One thing that can't. Okay, you have my attention. We have a problem to deal with it, but I can't put it on the board. People trust you and they believe in my competence, and that's what keeps them going. I can't undermine their faith and showing them weakness. So what's bothering you, buddy? It's about my apprentice, Lobos. He came here to Stovia not long ago looking for a job. It just so happened he's been in need of an assistant. Okay. He signed into a minor task and could get the job done. He caused some disputes, and he did not distribute the goods to our town people without getting unwanted attention. Oh. So, well, let me guess. Everyone's talking about it. It seems hardly anyone was happy with the delivery. Ooh, offered to help. He didn't accept it and insisted that he shouldn't be involved. Okay. Give me the details. I'm always eager to help. I got him a place to live outside the city. He occupies a house next to the windmill. Be patient with him. Maybe he learns from his mistakes since I have high hopes. Alright, I'll talk with the guy. Alright, to get things. Unfortunately, I need the person who's usually here, and for the first time, she's not around. I could always get fertilizer, but we should probably do the quest lines before we get too crazy with that. Oh, there she is. She's hidden up here. I didn't even see her. Wow, you blend in perfectly. Okay, so a bow is only 98. So here's the big thing to see. Let's look at a longbow and decide. A longbow costs 196. The schematic alone costs it more than that, I believe. A recurve costs 330. We're buying the recurve. The recurve bow is awesome. I'm going to sell off my bow. Let's find our bad recurve, which will sell for basically nothing. Stone knife, yeah, gone. We don't need those. Stone arrows we'll keep around just for now. I don't need the poisoned arrows. I'll take the money anytime. Potion of temperature, nope. Got some iron axes. This one's done. And from there, the copper axe is not necessary, nor is the copper knife. Bronze knife isn't either. We're back up to where we were at, and a little more, and we have a much better bow. I'm okay with that. Bronze arrows would probably not be a bad go if I can find that they're super cheap, but I don't think I want to spend so much on them. No, that's certainly not worth it. We can get by with what we got for now. Throwing stones, not enough to have won that quest over. Okay, I think we've done everything we need to.
My wares never disappoint. So,
No, they don't, because the cost to get a simple recurve bow here... Simple, I mean a recurve bow here is better than it would have been if I would have bought the schematic and wasted my time making the resources. Now, to finish quests, and then we'll buy the fertilizer to head out of town. Oh, here's our guy.
How do you do?
We didn't know this word. Can I help you somehow? You have the same face painting as our guy. Interesting. You live here? Breathless wanderer chases evil forces away and doing. Ah, I see. You have quite a mission. Read the notice board. Yeah. Wait, it's the chosen one. The world's in grave danger. Well, yeah, but how would I help? Ancient evil is raising its head from the swamp. Oh no. But no one wants to listen to me, especially the quartermaster. This is our guy we've been meeting, our neighbor. People need open minds, but look, I do have an open mind. You need to warn them. They're more likely to listen to me. Well, what do I tell them? Oh, the end is nigh. Okay. And don't go near the swamp. And if I talk with them, you'll let me be? You'll let... Oh, wait. It will be up to them what they do with being warned. Okay. Nice. Well, that's going to be really interesting. So let's see about this with our friend in the swamp. Oh, sky rats again. I tell you what, the sky rats thing is not my favorite one to do. So we'll see about that. That's a lot of mushrooms. I am not interested in that. And deliver to Derwin some rot. I'm tempted to do that one because it's so easy. Yeah, I mean, why not? That's absolutely absurd. Let's see here. Stone arrows, I could deliver this. That's easy as well. Why not? It's not bad. Badgers, this gives a good amount of coin, and I haven't tried to hunt badgers yet, so let's give it a shot. I'm not gonna do the mushroom soup one. That's way too many mushrooms. Hunting pigeons. Ugh. I'll regret that later, I'm sure. Alrighty. So the end is nigh, huh? Interesting. The apprentice. Oh, I didn't actually talk to him yet, so I haven't done this quest. I thought that was the apprentice. Oh my goodness, was I like, oh no. This guy's gonna be a problem. Let's see here. Does anybody have the rot? I mean, it seems like a silly thing to think. But let's see here. Do you happen to have every single crafting resource including rot, which would be absurd. Okay, cool. Didn't expect you to have it. Just curious. Sky rats and the rot is a thing we can do. Badgers on the way home. Let's check with our Lobos guy first before we go. Then we're going to get a bunch of fertilizer, head home. And in the process of heading home with the fertilizer to drop off, we should be in a good spot. I also should double check how I'm doing for houses. Oh, I have empty houses. I have an empty house. That's going to change. We'll take on another villager and go from there. Is this our same guy who loves rocks? How's it going, Lobos? You might need some help with deliveries. Nice stash. Job's already done. I heard rumors they didn't get the supplies. Were they wrong? You didn't confuse anyone. It's not my fault they didn't appreciate it. And it's they who are the problem, not me. Interesting. The whole realm's supposed to be in crisis, you know? You'd act where the real war comes one day. Oh my. Who's unhappy with the delivery? Cow breeder complained about the feed. Blacksmith in light clothes. Seamster threw the tools at me. The only one happy was the builder. He hugged the wine jug more gently than his own twins. Oh dear. Don't you want to talk to them and set things straight? They should be satisfied with what they have. Let's see here. Let's see here. You can't let down your master like this. I'll talk to the people. You won't get far with attitude. You'll owe me one. Alrighty, so now I have to streamline things. I have to use my wit and guile to help this out. What's that smell? The crowd's alright? They have sick. Oh no, they have diarrhea from bad feed. Ooh. Alright. No special medicine, but you talk me into it. Now, whatever the cause moo. Oh, the smell of onions. Let's see here. Probably meant for someone else. Thank you. Alright, so it was to the wrong person. He made mistakes in the deliveries is what it looks like we're going to end up finding out here. Well, we're Errand-boy. Let's get in there and get the next one done. Well, but this will... I'm curious about the swamp thing. I'm really excited about that one. Because the person we just saw in town has the same face painting as the gentleman in the swamp. I'm curious if they turn out to be the same person. He's got the right face painting, but he doesn't have the scar. Yeah, he doesn't have the scar. They have the same face paint, though, so there's something about that. There may be some native peoples here, or some people here firstly. Let's see, are you? Let's see about the closed delivery. Oh, you regret the insult. Whoa, what's wrong with it? He gave me a dress, a little girl's dress. Oh, shoot. It was obviously a mistake. It told me to shave my hair. Oh, man. Let's see here. Did you wipe your anvil? Girl, well, I just shaved my leg. Okay. Take it away. You sure you don't want to wear it? It's all smudged. Oh, wait. Did you wipe your anvil with it? The girl's waiting for it. Oh, he did. And he's cleaning it up with that. Alrighty.
One of the
So,
travelers
darn
told me
it.
that
Now
in
we're
the
gonna have to clean that
south,
thing.
people
You, sir,
ride
you're the
on
next one.
horses with two large hunches on their
Is there
backs.
something wrong with the judge?
Is that true?
Pity it's already half empty. Holy cow. This wine is meant for someone else. They need to get it. I'll worry about that later. Just give it back. I'll make it right. No worries. Let's go with that. And now let's find our other person. Oh, man. Oh, dear. What a hoot. So much running around for this one. We're just running back and forth and back and forth. It's the questing we will go. Whee! Oh, almost made it. Oh no. Did I just run outside of the walls and it's inside the walls? You know it. We're not doing that again. Alrighty. Let's go up here. Yep, that icon in the upper left is telling us that we are now out of fertilizer officially. Which means we gotta get back with fertilizer for our peoples. That way we can actually get the fields done. And it's gonna be a lot of production lost if we don't get that fertilizer there. There's a lot of fields to tend to. And it'll take them the entire time. Alright, you sir. Bangle hammers. Oh, a lot of knitting material. Oh, okay. Oh no. Conversation is over. Wait. I'd like to collect them, jokes aside. Alright, hearing you. Those are... Thank you, I'll find somewhere else. Not necessarily at the seamstress. Okay, thanks, but I'll... let's see here. They stopped by... It's not my problem. They stopped by... Oh, now I remember. It's Duran's new errand boy. Tell him it's his problem to deal with now. I'll pass it on. Okay, back to Lobos. Let's see here. It's starting to become the end of the day, is that right? Yeah, it's getting to be the end of the day. I do appreciate that they do make the low angle of the sun kind of stand out, so it does look more close to evening as we get close to it. Fertilizer costs us 4.2. This costs us significantly less. So of course we're going to buy them newer. And then we'll convert it over, but we'll also buy fertilizer. And we are going to get as much as we can and be slightly overburdened, because I do just not want to make a second trip. There we go.
Only the best product. Good
Thank
luck.
you. Now we're out of here. Now let's get out of here and head on out. I do want to get another person before we go. I would like to have somebody who can farm, since field work is now the most important thing we have going on. And that's going to kind of be a pattern for us. I think farming is going to take over for a lot of what we're doing. At some point mining will also take over, but for now it's barn work and farm work.
Everything is permitted.
I think I needed
This
more
is what
guys.
greed can bring us to.
How is
We
life
don't
treating
want to
you?
part with
See
our
here.
Good
friends,
luck.
Oh, it's
even
you
when they
again.
are
See
far
here,
from
tell
happy to
me about your skills again. You have that. You don't get along with other people, but you're a good
Have a
craftsman.
nice day.
Not a bad thing.
Sometimes
How
you get
can I
a feeling
help
that
you?
the locals
Let's see, what are you
frown
good
upon
with?
us.
Fine craftswoman and sense of direction. Not gonna be a survivalist.
Take care.
We might need a survival guy.
I would
Let's talk
love
about
to
you.
finally put down
Fine craftsman,
roots.
sense of direction for mushrooms in a basket. Oi.
I've
See you
heard
around.
there's a
Not the
new
best.
promising settlement.
Hello there.
And you, I don't remember what your skills were. Beck and pray and being a hunter, that's fantastic. You don't have good skills with judgment. Alright. That's okay. We'll take you.
My grunt.
We'll take you, sir. Let's get you going. Where should we put you? Ooh, I should double check who's living in all of our houses. We'll put him there for now until we make some sense out of things.
When nothing
Or
hurts
who's
you,
with whom.
feel it.
Alrighty, let's get back to our Lobos guy. Turn in our quest. Turn in as in talk to him and get him doing the next part of it for us, hopefully. Take over your duties, friend. And Oh, here we are. Talked to them people. It was really bad. Way too picky, but no, you got the wrong items, the wrong people. Half of them are gone. She'll clean up for me. Father spies. Oh. You stoop to stealing. Is that your solution? Is that your solution, really? You shouldn't worry about it. I've worked them out, and for you, get the remaining onions and the wooden hammers. Bring them back to me when you're done. You must be joking. It's your task. Are you interested in that test for me? I'm not dumb, and who else would... Oh, interesting. I need to bring him all these things. I have to wait till the next day and bring him all of these things. Okay, well, that being the case, we're out. Back home we go. We have to wait till the next day regardless. So we'll bring in the hammers in. With that, we're gonna go here to back to home. We had to get sky rats, so pigeons are on the way back. Let's see what we can do about that. Let's see what we can do about getting some pigeons on the way back, and also badgers. I think we have to get 5 badgers, which means that today we could probably get 3 of them. I think I usually see them travel in groups of 2 or 3. Oops. Bad shot. Good thing I have the new bow that I can now say, it's not the bow, it's me. Well, at least now I'm shooting more accurately badly. Or sorry, more powerfully badly. We'll work on the aim. Now I've got to get used to the way that this one actually shoots true.
You look as if you were
Alright, now the copper arrows for sure.
logs. But where are they? In your pocket?
Yeah, it's a good question, man. I love the humor that you put into that too, as the devs did for... It's a ridiculous amount of stuff that this guy's carrying, like, right? Like I don't even want to think about this guy's pockets. Don't even, like, put your mind at it. Gotcha. Now, that is a copper arrow, so, right, it's unfortunate. But it's what it is. Oh, it's a crow. Hey, at least I got the accuracy. At least we have the accuracy. Yep. More accurate, but it helps to hit the target you're actually looking to get. Alrighty, somewhere over here I believe the badgers show up. And speaking of badgers... Did I get him? Did. See, this is why you need the better bows. I probably should be doing this tomorrow on the way back so I don't have to get too much carrying capacity issue. Not a big jump in weight, so let's just give it a go. Get a couple of these guys in. There we go. Ah, the tracking is handy. Did it miss? Nope, it was a hit. Nope, that was not a hit before. Let's get it. Alright, where'd you go? Let's get you. Down the hill it goes, over this way. It looks like we're doing the circle pattern again. It seems to be the go-to thing that they do. Alright, we'll lead it just a bit. A little too far out of range for me now. Alright, with that, watching me hunt is probably just absolutely entertaining. Let's get up to this way. We still have a village to return to. Did I actually miss again? No. Oh my. Badger, badger, badger. Oh, and we're out of stuff. What do we need? We need sticks and stones. We need all of the resources to make a knife now. I didn't realize I didn't even have any knives on me. I tend to think of the stone knives as really the only go-to for this, since they're so easy to make and so cheap to make. Why bother bringing the good stuff, since you're just going to wear it out by skinning an animal, and there's no difference in a knife used. There's no difference in the quality of knife used for how well you skin an animal when you're just out and about hunting. So, why bother? Onward. No pigeons this day. We'll have to get the pigeons the next day. I think that quest might end up ultimately being a real problem. Just by sheer numbers alone. Let's get back here. I believe in order to save a little bit of this walking issue, we are going to just make the manure into fertilizer in here. And then we'll just drop it into the farm shed. Oh, I never gave our guy a job, did I? Better get on that. I sent him back to the village. It shouldn't matter because I was going to assign him to be a farmer anyway, so he would never have actually accomplished the goal since we're out of fertilizer anyway, and he wouldn't have been able to get to the field to start doing the animation to do the work. Wait a minute, now I'm thinking back to Storm Saga saying that you can just turn on inspect mode and you know all the skills. And I didn't even think to try that on the people sitting at the campfire. Oh my goodness, that's something I gotta try. I didn't even think about that. I figured that when they said that it would only apply to your villagers and that only then would you be able to see it. But I wonder. There we go. Now we're doing great. Okay. Where's our guy? No job yet. Doesn't want to work. Who wants to work? You go farm shed. And yeah, your farming skill's only a 2, but that's okay. You don't have to have high skill when all you're doing is working in the field. Now, let's see here. We just came back, brought back our goods. We can drop off the meat, and that's about it. I do need to make all these hammers, and I do need the onions. I'm kind of tempted to go into the swamp and see about this end is nigh thing, right? Oh, I was supposed to talk to them in town. Silly me. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of back and forth going on today. I should have checked on that quest before I left. Manure is not necessary to carry around anymore. And as far as stone hammers are concerned, hammers are concerned, here we'll just need 9 logs since we already have 1. And then we just need some sticks. Sticks will be easy, we have tons of those. So what I think will happen here, where at the end of the day, there's not much we're going to do with the excitement of the end of the day here, since we've gotten a good ways, we've gotten some quests started, we haven't really gone as far as we could have. I'd like to have gotten a little more done. But I do think that this is a good start to the season. Now that we have workers, it's less of a deal if I miss out on doing some of the tasks, since now we actually have workers who can accomplish tasks in the field. And now it's going to turn into a little more of me doing the questing than anything else. And seems like a little bit of wandering today. A little bit of wandering about, a little bit of misdirected motion. We'll need a lot of sticks. With that, I'll close out soon here for the day. The next things to expand in the village, well, let's see here. We've already got a good deal of things going on for where we're at. I'm happy with what we have. And that's a nice thing to unlock. The workshop number 2 is a better building, allows us more things, looks better too, which doesn't hurt. And can get us some more help on our production skill raising. Assign somebody to it and just have them be continuously on it. And some of our people are skilled in production, so fantastic. That would be a great way to go. I'd say that building a new workshop also allows us to do a little rethinking of what the village looks like, since this was just putting everything together. Right now, just getting the village started. All of what's happened in these first 2 years has just been getting the village online. Get it started so we can just get benefit from it. There are still things that need to be updated, upgraded, and changed outright, and the organization of the village needs to be reassessed. I'm not 100% confident I like where all the things are placed, and I might do a little reorganizing of some of these areas. And at some point we do have to think about where we're going to have our fields and what happens in this area over here. I did have a plan for it, but now I got to think deeper about that. Thanks for joining me. I'm always grateful for you being a part of this. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.